I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
All right. Well, hey, let's get to it. This week's guest on Discover New Music, you know him. He is the human incarnation of Animal from the Muppets. I know you love that. From Halestorm.
I can't accept that honor. That's too high of a praise, but
damn close, at least. Damn close. Of course, I'm talking about Arejay Hale from Halestorm. The new album, Everest, drops the 8th. That's this Friday. Can't wait. Very excited. 6th studio album. And looking at the track listing, I don't want to make assumptions, but the record seems to tell a story chronologically of the band. Is that what we're going to see?
Kinda, yeah. This is our most honest record that we've ever made. I think just because it's the record that we've had the least amount of outside writers, and so everything's just kind of directly from here. And I think that your life story kind of just ends up inevitably seeping into the songwriting. So yeah, it kind of became this autobiographical snapshot of where we were in the moment making it.
Yeah. Talking about that, it obviously you and Lizzie playing since you guys were in basically diapers and that journey, and then with the rest of the band together in an essence of almost 24 years. It's been a very close-knit group. In leading to that, and like you said, more autobiographical, more involved, invested in this emotionally, physically, spiritually. Was there some times maybe of self-doubt or like, I don't know if we should write this, or that are we exposing it? Was there anything like that being a little bit more close on this record?
Well, first of all, I just graduated to pull-ups when I started playing drums. So
perfect.
And to answer your question, yeah, it's always nerve-wracking going in the studio because, we're the kind of band that doesn't want to get too comfortable. As soon as something starts feeling routine, then we're like, okay, we need to shake things up. We need to try something totally different.
Yeah.
And that's why we went with a different producer. We went with Dave Cobb, who is, very diverse of a producer. He's not what you would consider a typical rock producer. So going in with him and going in kind of, just by ourselves, just basically the four of us and a producer, was very nerve-wracking. But at the same time, we've had 20 plus years experience of being in studios. So we kind of just felt like, okay, like now we kind of feel ready to take on this monumental task.
And obviously it shows in this and in what we've already been exposed to with the lead single, Darkness Always Wins. And then there's a full record that we'll have on the 8th. I'm glad you brought up Dave Cobb because I wanted to talk about that. And you hit the nail on the head. You look at that, not that he hasn't worked with rock bands, but heavy country background, even also some rap, some more pop stuff. How is that recording with him, getting him in there? What did that add to the element that is Everest and what we're going to hear?
You're right. He's done it all. And I personally loved working with him. First of all, he was totally down to break all the rules when it comes to song structure, when it comes to subject matter, lyrical content, and also just like he's also worked on a bunch of incredible soundtracks like the Elvis movie and Star is Born with Lady Gaga. So he's got a great diverse background, but we also have a very diverse listening diet when it comes to what inspires us. So it was really awesome. There was just a moment where we realized like we had so much trust in him to help coach us, and he also had so much faith in us as a band and as a fan of the band to just be like, no, I don't want you guys to think I don't want you guys to think too far ahead about like, is this song going to fit on the record? Is this, don't anchor your creative path with your established sound. Like, just let the music take you where it wants to go. So it was a very freeing and really fun and exciting experience.
Well, we're excited to hear that whole experience as it comes to fruition on the 8th. And obviously you guys are going to be very busy, which you're on tour right now. We were talking about that. You guys got a huge tour supporting this worldwide. Where you guys are at right now, record coming out on the road. What's the mindset? What's the energy level as you guys are ready to take on this big task with supporting this record?
I mean, trying not to think about again, like trying not to think too far ahead. Honestly, like our mindset is like one day at a time. Like let's just keep on kicking ass and keep putting on good shows and just focus on the here and now, focus on the moment, and make sure that we play a great show. But yeah, we are excited that Friday's coming around the corner, and the record has been done for a long time. We've been living with it for months and months and months, and now it's finally coming out, and it's like, oh man, it's about time the whole world finally hears it.
Well, I love it. Again, we're excited. Everest drops on the 8th. The latest from Halestorm, 6th studio album. Do you have a favorite track on the record, or maybe one that speaks to you more than the others, or how about that?
Oh, that's hard to say.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think like some of the ones that have been really fun to play live are the really high energy kind of like the record's diverse. It's got songs like Darkness and Everest, which are like kind of more cinematic. And then it's got Like a Woman Can, which is like really bluesy. But then it's got like rip your face off, like punk rock songs like Watch Out and Killing and Rain Your Blood. And those are really, really fun to play live because they're very, very high energy and some of the most complex and high energy songs that we've ever written and played live. So I guess like it's probably a tie between like Watch Out and maybe Fallen Star are kind of like my current favorites to play. So
yeah, I love it. Well, I figure a drummer probably wants something a little more high energy instead of just sitting there slowly keeping beat. Now you got something you can bang away on.
They're both fun in their own way, but I am a punk. I'm a punk at heart,
Right. Now I'm super excited for you guys. Is there anything? Because like you said, you've 20 odd years and even more just musically, the experience wise, in this close Halestorm family that you guys have made. Was there anything maybe surprise wise for you in making this record where you're like, wow, that's really new, even after all this time, and maybe even something that the fans might pick up on?
It's the first time in my life I've heard a producer tell me to play more.
There you go.
So there's a fun example. Well, that doing something really crazy on the drums and hearing a producer say, yes, do that again. That was great. I'm so used to producers telling me like, can you simplify that? Can you play less? And which makes sense. It made a lot of sense in the beginning of our career. Doing the kind of mid 2000s radio rock sound, but now we're in a new age. And I feel like rock fans and rock music listeners, they want to hear excitement. They want to hear personality in the musicianship and also in the songwriting. So it felt very cool to be able to just kind of cut loose on this record, and also to just like have it just being the four of us writing together was also really, it was kind of a confidence boost knowing that you're in the trenches of songwriting, you're pitching lyrics, you're pitching melody ideas to the group, and they're working, and people are receptive to them, and now we're playing them live, and the audience are loving it. So it's like it's very vindicating. It's like, okay, we know how to do this whole musicianship, being a band, and songwriting thing. Finally.
Right after how many years? It's like vindication. I think we've all known it. I'm just glad that you guys are finally realizing what we all knew and have that confidence. Well, Everest again drops August 8th from Halestorm. We're so excited. Can't wait to hear more. We're always in for a treat when Halestorm is involved. Now, I did want to ask this. This doesn't have to do directly with the record, but I know it was something. And I'm sure you've probably been asked about this a lot, but you guys, Halestorm, got to perform at the Back to the Beginning concert, obviously the final performance of Black Sabbath, which I'm sure was a huge honor to be asked. However that came about, how monumental, especially now with Ozzy passing and you guys continuing this music journey, how monumental was that for you guys, that moment for you?
Well, first of all, like the day it all happened there was an energy at that show that we had never experienced before. First of all, like the show itself was amazing. Our set, we had so much fun. We had 15 minutes. We had 3 songs. So it wasn't, we had no time to pace ourselves. It was full-blown bolt of a sprint. We're just like, give it all you got. And it was the same for every band: Tool, Gojira, Metallica, Slayer, Mastodon, Rival Sons. Just an incredible lineup all around, and everybody hit the stage at top gear, basically. Incredible lineup, just legendary artists. Like that was a huge honor in itself. And then also, just being there to be a part of that that moment, to bid farewell to Ozzy, and also the fact that show raised so much money for Parkinson's research. So I was very honored to be a part of that, and hoping that just makes huge strides in medical research to help cure the disease. And then losing Ozzy so shortly after was just a shock. We just didn't expect that, and it all put it into perspective. Because like at the show, while Ozzy was up there playing, and God bless him, he was in a chair, he couldn't stand up, he killed it. He did so great in his condition. I was just so I was fighting tears the whole time. And then right before Mama, I'm coming home, he tells a speech about how he's been laid up for 6 years, and he's just so honored and so happy to be there and see everybody. And I looked and I started crying, and I looked around, everybody is crying.
I bet.
and tens of thousands of people are all there just to prop up this one man and support him. And he'd get everybody doing this and clapping their hands, and he had them like this. And it was just an incredibly emotional night. And then of course, like losing him shortly after was just, that just, oh my God, it just really, really sunk in even harder,
Yeah. Well, I think it's a testament to you guys being on that lineup, to the amazing work that Halestorm has done and continues to do. And proud of you guys. And now we got more. Everest on the way, August 8th from Halestorm. Well, before I let you go, now that the important stuff is taken care of, we got to do rapid fire. You're one of my favorite ones to do this with, because you always got great answers. You always give us something. So let's start, because you are a true drummer's drummer, and whether flair, technicality, I know you it's in your core. So let's start with some drummer rapid fires. Keith Moon's power or Neil Peart's precision?
God damn it. Well, I know everyone's gonna hate. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I love Neil Peart, but I grew up on my parents' music, and my parents turned me onto the Who at a very young age, and I don't think I'd be the drummer I am now without Keith Moon. So I think I'd have to go with the chaos and energy of Keith Moon. Probably.
I love it.
Sorry, Neil Peart lovers, Neil Peart stands. I'm one of you. I agree. But I mean, come on, Keith Moon was the man. Let's go.
All those Rush fans are going to be pissed. What about this?
I know. I can't. My DMs are going to blow up now.
Ginger Baker's improvisation or Stuart Copeland's groove?
Damn it! Why are you doing this to me?
I got some good ones, buddy. I did some deep diving in the drumming world. All right.
That is okay. That's an impossible question. Yes, I grew up on Ginger Baker, but man, I am a huge Stuart Copeland fan. But you know what? I think the safe answer is just to lean towards the pioneers, the ones that came out way before. If it wasn't for Ginger Baker, then drummers like us wouldn't even exist. So okay, let's give another one to Ginger.
I love it. All right, this one's more of your contemporaries. Chad Smith's funk or Dave Grohl's grunge?
Jesus Christ, man!
I told you, buddy. I was really excited about these. I was.
My God, man! Oh God! God, I love them both so much. But I mean, look. This is just opinions only. But I will admit that Dave Grohl was my biggest influence going into our first record. When I was preparing for the studio, I was studying Dave Grohl because I wanted that power and that aggressiveness. So okay, let's Sorry, I love you, Chad. I just played with Chad yeah, I love him to death, but nobody outgrows the growl.
That's right. That's right. The patron saint of rock and roll, as we like to say. Well, look, I apologize if those questions cause you grief later on down the road. Just know I gave RJ no. They will, of course, they will. Drumming Magazine is going to write up this whole thing about it. That's what's going to happen. All right,
Every answer's wrong.
All right, let's do some easier ones that won't get you in trouble, hopefully. Sneakers or sandals?
Was it?
Sneakers or sandals?
Oh, sneakers, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I can't play in sandals.
That's true. Good point. Or you lose a toe doing that. Billy Ocean or Billy Idol?
Oh, man. Gosh. I really love both. But again, without Billy Idol, we wouldn't have a lot of us here, so okay, fine, Billy Idol.
I love him. Him and his bleach blonde. I love it. Okay, Choco Taco.
He's one of my best friend's favorite artists ever, so gotta go with that.
There you go. Go with the Idol. Choco Taco or Flintstone Push Pop?
Oh, Choco Taco all the way, baby.
Attaboy. There you go. Last one, Chuck Norris roundhouse at 100% power or a Mike Tyson punch at 50% power?
Oh, Chuck Norris all the way. Come on. Nobody wants that roundhouse from Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Let's put them in the ring together. Let's see what happens.
Take that boot, son. All right. Thank you for humoring me. More importantly, RJ, thanks for talking new music, man. Everest from Halestorm out August 8th. We can't wait. And it's always a blast, man. We really appreciate it.
Oh, God, thank you. It's always such a pleasure getting to talk to you guys, man. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.